Hey, hello there, y'all. I know I'm coming to you in all my loveliness, but if I wait till I get cute, this video ain't gonna get done. We are under 2 weeks away from our trip, and just wanted to touch base and let you guys know a little bit about the resort. I always kind of do a deep dive through reviews and all of that kind of stuff before I go, just to make sure, I keep my expectations realistic. So, um, this is a budget friendly hotel, resort. Um, I love it because it's a good bang for your buck. So, it is not a 5 star, but it ain't a roach motel either. But it's a adults only resort. Um, I do recommend that you take swim shoes, and swim shoes that have a good bottom on them, not just like a soft bottom. You want something with a bit of a sole on it because the beach is kind of rocky out there, and just, it's seaweed season for them right now. So, during the summertime, you're dealing with the seaweed down there in Cancun area. So, um, it depends on how bad the seaweed is. If I go out into the water, it just depends. Most of the resorts try to clear it out or pile it up somewhere, but I'm not a big fan of the seaweed, so I just kind of stay back off the beach, not too close to the water. But if you're going to venture out into the water, you definitely want to have swim shoes on, and it just helps when you're walking around on the sand or on, the ground, because it gets really, really hot. So don't forget your swim shoes like I did last time I was on vacation. So swim shoes. Told you about the seaweed on the beach. Bring a little like a thermos cup. Those insulated cups. They're great to keep your frozen drinks in, so they don't get watered down in the sun real quick. Uh, Dress code. So I was looking online and it made me pull up the dress code for the a la carte restaurant. So there is a buffet that's available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So with that, just no bathing suit. The men got to have a shirt on. Um, However, if you want to go to any of their specialty restaurants, men have to have pants on, not even dress shorts. They're very strict with the pants rule. And they have to have on closed toe shoes. And you can't have a sleeveless shirt on. So it has to be at least a short sleeve. So just want to make sure that you're aware of that dress code and prepared for it. A lot of people like the buffet. So, if you don't care, you don't have to worry about that. But just make sure you're aware of that. The women are allowed to do casual sandals and wear shorts in there. So, it doesn't seem like it's a big restriction on the women, just the men. There are 4 specialty restaurants on our resort. Now, this resort is also has a family friendly resort that is located right next door, and we have access to that resort as well. So you can either walk over there, or they have like the little golf carts. They can ride you over there if you want, and they have restaurants over there that you can go to. And they typically have the parties and the shows at night over there as well. So if you're looking for something more upbeat, they have a bigger beach over there as well. You want to go over to the family side. So I want to make sure you're aware of that. They don't always tell you that during check-in, but you do have access to that as well. We're on the quieter side. There is a phone party at the pool on Saturday, so on the adult side, so they do have that. So I wanted to make sure you guys was aware of that. Um, we're not too far from like local restaurants, so and like local nightlife. So if you wanted to venture off of the resort, it's like a half-mile walk, or you can get a taxi or something. But just a half-mile from the resort, there are local options that you can venture out to if you would like to. um Told you about the family side to the resort, and they do have beach chair wars. That's what I call it. Where everybody get up and be putting their beach towels to reserve a chair and whatnot. Yeah, they got that going on there. So I just that's just not my thing. I'll chill on my balcony. I'll go get in the water, and I'll lay on the freaking sand if I want to. I don't I don't like playing the little beach chair wars. So, but I hear that, that goes on. So if that's your thing, be prepared to be up. Um, and just make sure you bring some ones with you, um, for tips, like especially during the airport process. People help you with your bags, or if, for your transfer person, your driver, you want to make sure you tip them. So make sure you have cash available. And although you are not required to tip on this resort, what I have found over the years, and especially when you're going to, budget friendly, mid range resorts, um, leaving tips goes a long way, especially if you're a drinker, and you're going to be getting drinks and stuff a lot. Giving $1, every drink, every other drink, a little, goes a long way to improving your service. So don't feel like you have to, but just know that that's something that I found that, that can improve your experience, there. So I just wanted to make sure y'all was aware of that. Have your ones, and Google Translate. Make sure you have that downloaded on your phone. Um, I always try to encourage folks. I think, everybody that's gone has been out the country, but you know, let's not, um, be a jerk, to at least make the effort to try to communicate to people in their language. We're going to someone else's country, so we can't always expect everyone to, um, speak English in a way that we can understand it. We're the foreigner now. So, we have to be humble and, at least make an attempt to try to communicate with folks. And if we can't, be patient and be understanding, if there's a communication issue, because, that likely will happen. Okay. So I look forward to seeing y'all. I want us to have a great time. I just want to set your expectations, realistically, and, don't sweat the small stuff. Just don't. If you get there and your room is not ready, just go get something to eat, put your bags down, go somewhere and relax. Don't stress over that. You're going to get in your room eventually that evening. Don't let those small things send your trip on a spiral. So I try to prepare my folks before we get there, because, sometimes that's just what happens. Sometimes you get there and everything is wonderful, and that's how I hope, everything goes. But don't let small things, especially on the check-in side, because sometimes it can just be hectic. We're arriving on a Friday. It's a busy day. So just, you know, pack your patience that first day. Make sure you get to the airport at least 3 hours ahead of time. Coming out of Atlanta, I think Baltimore isn't that bad, but I still, international travel is recommended 3 hours ahead of time. So don't be missing no flights. I want to see everybody there the first day. All right. If you have any questions, hit me up, let me know, and I'll probably touch base again with y'all, probably about 2-3 days before we head out. All right. See y'all soon.